MAFFS is Modular Airborne Firefighting System. Our mission is to, whenever the Forest Service needs us, they call us up and go wherever we need to go to fight the fires. Right now, whenever they activate us up, we load up our 130s with the MAFFS pallet. It's all palletized, so they just slide it right in the back and stick it out the crew door now with the MAFFS 2 unit, and then fly wherever they need us to go and fly some support there with us. The maintainers, that's us. Go down there and just refill them whenever they go up there and make their drops, kind of like a NASCAR pit crew. The planes go up, they drop their loads, they come back down. We fill them back up with the slurry, which is the fire retardant we use. It's an actual, it's like a gel and a foam mixed with water. And what they do is actually take this powdery stuff and they mix it up with the water, pressurize it, and then they pressurize in the tanks, and then they pump out about 3,000 gallons each drop. It's hitting home for us right now. A lot of our guys are having evac. We have a couple guys who already think they've lost their homes. We have some people who live on the other side of the fire who've been cut off from our unit, can't actually make it into work right now. Yeah, it's definitely given a new sense of urgency, that's for sure. And you can see it right off the fly line too, so it definitely adds that sense of urgency.
Yeah, I've been flying MAFFS for probably about 5 years now, I would say, and been on roughly 52 different MAFFS missions. I would say the terrain is definitely more of an issue here. Not only that, but you're starting off so high already. A lot of our drops have been up around 10,000 feet, 9 to 10,000 feet. The reason that's challenging is that the aircraft doesn't perform as well when you're that high up to start. So definitely some of the more challenging flying with the terrain and altitude.
It's easy to put it in perspective if that was your house down there or your family and friends. In this case, there's several people that we know here that live, close to the area, which is unique for us. We're dropping within 100 yards or 200 yards of houses, and there's flames a few hundred yards away. You just hope that you're doing your part to help out, and hopefully that, what you've done made a difference and hopefully stop the fire from hitting that house. Unfortunately, after the fire hit the town, we flew the next day, the next morning, and looked down and to see row after row of houses. It's just really sad. It's really a sight to see on board the aircraft how everybody works together to get the mission accomplished safely, and that's really the most important thing. Is that for us to do what we do, we have to work as a team and to get the fire put out safely. But us, the Forest Service, everybody has to coordinate to make the mission safe. Because if it's not safe, obviously we're going to do more harm than good. On the C-130, we'll have 6 personnel, 2 pilots, an engineer, a navigator, and 2 loadmasters. And then there'll be 1 lead pilot, and we're all a coordinated team. For us to go out there, these big aircraft, you have to have basically a more nimble aircraft that can work its way through the fire and help direct you where it's safe to go, to check out the terrain, to do a pass through the area to see if the fire's too hot or too intense for creating too much up or down drafts. And then once they've checked it out, then they'll lead you through the spot they've picked. And we all work as a team together and make sure that, and if you really look at the big picture, it's really amazing, is that usually in a fire like this, they'll have an air attack plane circling overhead that's directing the overall organization, who is helping guide the lead planes, both of which are in contact with the forces on the ground, in order to coordinate so that we're all doing things working for the same objective, to make sure that we're guiding the fire where we have an ability to do so, and to keep it away from the places we really don't want it to go.
Good drop too.
A lot of times we operate MAFFS well ahead of the fire lines. We're trying to prevent it from getting up to a ridge top, or once it gets to the ridge top, we're stopping it. We're not very often dropping directly on flame. We've seen that in this case, where we have dropped directly on flame. We've seen it getting a lot closer to neighborhoods than you see in many fires. I won't say all fires, but and to top that off, a lot of the guys we're flying with live in this very area. I'm from Colorado, so it tends to make it a little bit more personal, but just doing our best. We're not the end-all be-all of firefighting by any means. We're just one more tool in the box to help the guys on the ground, and we're just counting on them to do their best, and we're just doing our best.